Good afternoon all. Last day നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ടേം ടെസ്റ്റ് ആണ് ചെയ്തത് എന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒരു സീരീസിന്റെ സിഗ്മ n equal to 1 to infinity an എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു സീരീസിന്റെ എന്ത് ടേം ലിമിറ്റ് n tends to infinity an is equal to 0 ആയിരിക്കും. ഇനി അത് നമ്മൾ ഒരു ഡൈവർജൻസ് ടെസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇഫ് ലിമിറ്റ് n tends to infinity an is not equal to 0 or infinity, then the series diverges. ഇന്നത്തെ പോർഷനിലുള്ളത് ഇന്റഗ്രൽ ടെസ്റ്റ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് പോർഷൻ ഈസ് ഇന്റഗ്രൽ ടെസ്റ്റ്. ഇന്റഗ്രൽ ടെസ്റ്റ് എന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വി ഹാവ് എ സീരീസ് സിഗ്മ n equal to 1 to infinity an and we have a function f which is continuous and decreasing function in the interval closed interval 1 infinity, and if f of n is equal to an for all n greater than or equal to 1, then sigma n equal to 1 to infinity an and integral 1 to infinity f of x dx converge or diverge together. എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമുക്ക് ഒരു സീരീസിന്റെ ഇന്റഗ്രൽ ടെസ്റ്റ് വെച്ചാണ് സീരീസിന്റെ ഡൈവർജൻസ് കൺവെർജൻസ് നോക്കേണ്ടതെങ്കിൽ സിഗ്മ n equal to 1 to infinity an കൺവെർജന്റ് ആണോ നോക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇന്റഗ്രൽ 1 to infinity f of x dx ഇവാലുവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക. ആ ഇന്റഗ്രൽ കൺവെർജ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ദ സീരീസ് വിൽ ബി കൺവെർജ്, ആൻഡ് ഇഫ് ദ integral is divergent, then the series is divergent. ഇനി ഇന്റഗ്രൽ ഇത് ഇംപ്രോപ്പർ ഇന്റഗ്രൽ ആയിട്ടാണ് വരിക ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മളത് ഇംപ്രോപ്പർ ഇന്റഗ്രൽ ചെയ്തതുപോലെ ചെയ്യാം. ഇപ്പോൾ നമുക്കതിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ ഫൈനൈറ്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് എ കൺവേർജിങ് വൺ, ആൻഡ് നമുക്ക് സീരീസും കൺവേർജ് ചെയ്യാം. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് രണ്ട് പ്രോബ്ലംസ് ഉണ്ട്. വി ക്യാൻ ഡു ദ പ്രോബ്ലംസ് നൗ. First problem is sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n square plus 1 is converges or diverges using integral test. So this is the first problem. So here f of n is equal to, we have 1 by n square plus 1. An is equal to f of n is equal to 1 by n square plus 1. So f of x is equal to 1 by x square plus 1, which is continuous and decreasing in on the interval 1 infinity. So therefore by integral test sigma n equal to 1 to infinity an and integral 1 to infinity f of x dx converge or diverge together. So consider integral 1 to infinity f of x dx, which is equal to integral 1 to infinity f of x is 1 by x square plus 1 dx. Either in x square. If this is an improper integral, we have to some limit b tends to infinity integral 1 to b 1 by x square plus 1 dx. Now integral of 1 by x square plus 1 is limit b tends to infinity integral of 1 by x square plus 1 is tan inverse x from 1 to b, which is equal to limit b tends to infinity tan inverse b minus tan inverse 1, upper limit minus lower limit. So limit b tends to infinity tan inverse b is equal to tan inverse infinity വരുന്ന കേസ് pi by 2 1 by 0 വരുന്നത്. tan inverse 1 is pi by 4, so which is equal to pi by 2 a finite quantity. So value. Therefore, integral 1 to infinity f of x dx converges. Therefore, by integral test, sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n square plus 1 converges. Next problem is determine whether sigma n equal to 1 to infinity ln by n converges or diverges using integral test. Here an is equal to ln n by n. So ln n by n. So we can take f of x is equal to ln x by x. So f of x is continuous and positive on 1 infinity. Now we have to find whether it is decreasing. For that, first we find f dash x. So this is quotient rule. So x square, x into derivative of ln x is 1 by x minus ln x into derivative of x is 1, which is equal to 1 minus ln x by x square. Now f is decreasing when f dash x less than 0, which implies 1 minus ln x less than 0 by x square. For that, the numerator itself 1 minus ln x less than 0 implies minus ln x less than minus 1, which is implies ln x greater than 1, which implies x greater than e. We can take exponent ln x greater than 1 implies x greater than e. So e is approximately 2.7. So this f is decreasing in 3 infinity. So using integral test, integral 3 to infinity f of x dx is equal to integral 3 to infinity ln x by x dx. This is an improper integral, so this is equal to limit sum b tends to infinity integral 3 to b ln x by x dx. To evaluate this integral, limit b tends to infinity. To evaluate this integral, we have to evaluate integral ln x by x. For that, we can find in separate. For that, put u is equal to ln x. Then du is equal to 1 by x dx. So integral ln x by x dx is equal to integral u du, which is equal to u square by 2 plus c. So this is integral limit b tends to infinity. Integral ln x by x is ln x all square by 2 plus from the value 3 to b. So ln x all square by 2 from 3 to b, which is equal to limit b tends to infinity ln b all square by 2 minus ln 3 all square by 2, and this value is equal to infinity. Therefore integral 3 to infinity ln x by x diverges. Therefore, sigma n equal to 1 to infinity ln n by n diverges using integral test. Using integral test. Next portion is the P series. A P series is of the form sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n raised to p, which is equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 raised to p plus 1 by 3 raised to p plus etc., where p is a constant. So the convergence of P series. നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. The P series sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n raised to p converges if p greater than 1 and diverges if p less than or equal to 1. That we have proved in the improper integral section. So this is the series and the convergence test for P series. So P series is converges only if p greater than 1. Now check whether the following series is convergent or divergent. The first series is sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n square. So here p is equal to, comparing with the P series, p is equal to 2, comparing with P series sigma 1 by n raised to p. So and p is equal to 2 greater than 1 and 2 is greater than 1, therefore sigma 1 by n square is a convergent series, is a convergent series since sigma 1 by n raised to p is convergent when p greater than 1. Next problem is sigma n equal to 1 to infinity 1 by root n. So we can be written as sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n raised to half. So comparing with the P series, sigma 1 by n raised to p is equal to half, which is less than 1. Therefore the given series sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by root 10 diverges using P test, using P series test. Next problem is sigma n equal to 1 to infinity n raised to minus 1.001, which is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n raised to 1.001. So comparing with P series, sigma 1 by n raised to p is equal to 1.001, which is greater than 1. Therefore sigma n raised to minus 1.001 is convergent using P series test,